Hey guys, welcome back. Heather from Tomatoes, Puppies, and Everything Gardening. So today we are going to be talking about brassicas and only brassicas and how well they overwintered here in my zone 7B to 8 Central Virginia location. And so we're going to get started, take a look at all these brassicas that I attempted to overwinter, and let's see how they kind of turned out, if they turned out at all. For the last several years, I have been overwintering various brassicas as well as other cold weather crops just so I can gather information and see what can overwinter or grow at a very slow, stunted rate during the cold months and then come alive really early spring and produce a harvest for me. Overwintering to me means starting some seeds very late summer into fall and then letting those plants grow really slowly. And I do offer protection when they're young, and the ones in my green stock, especially if it's below 25 to 28. You can see this cauliflower here got some damage in January. Now we're moving into March. The prior video was earlier. So it's just some things do great. These radishes did great, except for the ones the deer pulled out. I had a lot of deer issues, and I'm still having deer issues right now. You can see the mustard did excellent. This was one that was planted very late summer, early fall. And so mustard does great in the ground overwintering. And these are my Brussels that I am awaiting. I'm sorry, collard greens, not Brussels, collard greens. I'm awaiting the seeds. These are actually into their second year. They're biennial when they put out their seeds. You can see that beautiful kale there. That was also planted very late summer. And I have some kohlrabi in here. I've reseeded this area several times. The ones from late summer did die with the cold weather. You can see this cauliflower is starting to separate. And I've got lots of cabbage looper damage. And then the cauliflower on the back side here got severe frost damage, and it just turned to black mush. I'm not even gonna put my hand in there. It's just so gross. These collards, I have two there, and they were both planted at the same time, but one has taken off, one has struggled. You can see what the broccoli looks like when it's starting to flower or bolt, and then it will flower. It gets this pattern on it. So that is what's happening right now with a lot of my broccoli. So we're gonna take it all out. You can see these are Brussels here. I need to remove all the leaves and get them ready for their growth. They're going to really take off here soon. Brussels sprouts do excellent overwintered here for me. So you can see the broccolis on the right are all the ones I started from seed late last summer and then planted. The ones on the left I actually bought as starts, and they were a little farther along, and they're already, you know, bolting and wanting to do that flowering pattern. So I think that the ones that got a little bit later start actually did better overwintering. So I'm going to be able to keep, I think 4 out of the 6 on this side. All of the ones on the other side, the 6 on the other side, will be cut because they're already starting to bolt. So now we're just going to come back here and take a peek at my cabbages. And they're doing really well. You can see they're starting to head up. I've got a couple cauliflowers in this bed. They have not started to head up yet, so I suspect they will do fine. And I will be able to harvest them probably in about, I don't know, 6+ weeks, something like that. Here, look at this poor broccoli. He really has had a time with the weather. These are red cabbages that overwintered. They should start to pick up growth now that we're warming up. And then I have a variety of other cabbages here. I think these are New Jersey, and the ones in the front are the pixies. They're starting to head up, and they will be harvestable, fingers crossed. And these are my backyard Brussels sprouts, and they've done well over winter. And my green stock here, I've got the pixie cabbages. They usually do fine for me in the green stock, and I do cover the green stock when it gets below 28. Because the plants don't have as much protection as those in the ground. You can see the arugula is bolting. It does not like the temperature fluctuations. Let's see what we got here. And this poor cauliflower, he was so beautiful. And then we got that cold snap, and he got just toasted. He turned really black and ugly. Arugula flowers here, they're so beautiful. One of my favorite spring flowers. The daikon radish, excellent. That's a great overwintering crop in the brassica family. Bok choy, no. Asian greens, no. I have so much trouble. You can see here I've got a second round of the tiny ones going. The first round I harvested when they started to bolt and made into a stir fry. Got some new cabbages back in there. I started mid-December in this planter box. They're doing great. So kale is great. Brussels sprouts are great. Collards are great. Broccoli, cauliflower, it's like a 50-50 chance that you're going to make it to the final heading up. And at this stage, these broccolis tasted great. I did harvest them. We did eat them. We enjoyed them. And I will harvest all of those gorgeous leaves, and I would dehydrate them and make them into a powder. So it wasn't a total loss with the broccolis. Just the timing, like I said, all of these on this side except for two have not even head up yet. Those will be fine for a spring harvest. I can't say if I will continue to grow Brussels, broccoli, and cauliflower in overwinter. Everything else, yeah, everything else does fairly well here. But these are just a little trickier, and their cold tolerance is not as low as, say, your collards or your kales. So you can see I did harvest and took the heads off. And you will get side shoots if you want, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put a whole new crop of broccolis in. So I will be taking all those plants out and harvesting the leaves for a nice green powder. And I'm giving you another peek at that cabbage bed because it's like several days later from the first video that I showed you. You can see the beautiful garlic in the back there. So those are my thoughts on overwintering brassicas. I'm going to have another video coming out soon on overwintering just other cold tolerant crops. And that'll be a great video too. And you can see I'm getting the area ready here for planting some new starts. And I know I'm always saying, grow everything from seed, grow everything from seed. But guess what? I didn't. I had a horrible January, February this year. I didn't start any. So I went up to the store and I bought some that I was okay paying $1 per plant. Because I figured at the grocery, I'd probably pay $1 for a head of broccoli maybe. So I'm okay with that. So I'm going to talk to you soon, guys. Watch for the next video. Have a great gardening week. Bye.